Let your light shine on. How you doing, everybody? Reverend Mike McMorrow, Senior Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills, California, and coming to you live streaming here in the sanctuary. And I'm joined by Renzin and all of you who are joining us at home. And so we just decided we would start from a sitting position, and because I'm just presuming that no one's doing these stretching exercises anyway. So I went ahead and did them earlier. So let's start by just taking a deep conscious breath, shall we? And release. And in that release, we're just allowing ourselves to shake the dust off our sandals, to set aside the day, to release ourselves from the worldly clamors and the concerns of that which has come before, and allow ourselves to surrender to this eternal now moment, recognizing and knowing that in some crazy, cosmic, awesome, awe-filled way, we are one with all of life. That there is but one power, one presence, one source, one life, one living intelligence that is both impressing and expressing itself in, through, and as all of life, in, through, and as our life. And so we are here tonight to explore our oneness with the one life as our life, and also to explore the connectedness that we share when we come together in group meditation. That deep calls unto deep, and there is simultaneous response. So in this way, I know that this evening is unfolding exactly the way it should be, that our meditation is calm and clear, connected, that it is an ollie income-free time to be with the divine. It is our free zone. So we just take a deep breath with that and feel the release. Feel some gratitude for honoring ourselves, taking this time to be still. So from this place of gratitude and appreciation and confidence too, we just release this word, our own cares, concerns, intentions for the evening, knowing it is already done. And together we acknowledge this by saying, and so it is. Amen. So we're going to change it up a little bit this evening because our practitioners are very busy this week. So Saturday, we're doing a workshop together. We're coming together in community to explore the final 6 months of our local vision for this Center for Spiritual Living, where we are working with our annual theme of resurrect, renew, and rebuild. And we're using the Science of Mind 365 for the inspiration for our Sunday talks, and of course also our Wednesday nights. So I haven't even had a time to look at this today, because it's good to be back with you this week, and thank you, Reverend Nancy, for holding down the fort last week. And I was in the Russian River Valley. Beautiful green mountains and lovely Russian River, and good company with my wife Stephanie and a couple dogs. I mean, I got to tell you, we got this one dog. He's a year old, a little terrier. He's really sweet with us. He's kind of a jerk with everyone else, though. Maybe you know a dog like that. But this dog knows how to be a dog, man. And I mean, I have thought to myself often, wow, this really is God experiencing life as dog. Because he was just leaping, and it was a joyous thing to see and very inspiring. So yes, God expressing as dog. Joyous expression. But for tonight's reading, let's see where we're at here. So this is from the book of Job. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. Holmes writes, I realize that I am formed in the spiritual image and likeness of God, and that is the desire of God to be manifested and expressed through me always. And I would add, in all ways. I know, too, that my spiritual body is now perfect, capable of perfect expression at all times, perfect expression of love, peace, poise, confidence, assurance, and power. Now that I realize my true nature, my every negative thought has left me. I have no fear, no dread, no feeling of inferiority, no feeling of tension. Every cell, tissue, organ, and function in my body is in complete harmony. Only good can be manifested through me. So you can see, if you take this book, using it as a daily devotional and reading this stuff out loud, it's got some power in it, right? I realize that I am formed in the spiritual image and likeness of God, and that it is the desire of the divine presence to be manifested and expressed through me always, in all ways. I love everyone and know that everyone loves me and is interested in me and in the work I am doing. I go about my work with ease and relaxation. I work quietly without strain. My nerves are strong, quick, steady, with abundant reserve power for any emergency. All the power of divine presence is surging about me and through me in perfect peace and harmony. Perfect assurance is mine. So may the fourth be with you. And I just realized, as I just jumped right into things, I forgot to set the tone for the evening by lighting our flames of faith. So why don't I do that? And I've only been doing this for 12 years now. So let me just mark my place. So why don't we do this? Well, first of all, let's just talk about this idea of God expressing through me, through all of life, through the life of Dwight, our little terrier dog. Right? When we understand that we are part of this creative impulse of life, the whole game changes, because we start to realize that everything that we're doing is an avenue of the living spirit to have an experience of itself by means of its creation, by means of you and by means of me, and by means of Dwight, by means of a dandelion, a stone. That all of it has some aspect of the divine in it, through it, as it. And as far as we know, we're the only species, at least on this planet. Of course, other species do have consciousness, but we are conscious of being conscious. So, we are called to remain spiritually curious. And in that spiritual curiosity, in contemplating the really just a basic notion of knowing that the divine is at work, that there is a creative impulse of life at work in this expression, then we really do get a sense that we are co-creating with it. And it has a sense of power and agency within it, because we are always at choice. And so the Spirit is backing our play, right? So it is thought, it is substance, it is where the divine hits the earth plane, and we live at the intersection of this demonstration of life. And so we can attune ourselves then with the perfection of all of that, right? We can attune ourselves with the divine song within, so that we are attuning the very vibration of the body temple. And this is a tremendous aid in healing, right? That we can attune ourselves, if we're working with medicines, even with medical professionals, even the insurance companies, all of it is attuning to the rapid, speedy, full and complete expression of radiant good health within the body temple. That we are downloading, that we are open to download new and creative and dynamic ideas. That our career paths, the crooked ways, are made straight. And so this is the great possibility for us. When we open ourselves up to first entertaining the possibility that the Spirit is working for us by working through us. And with practice then, we go from entertaining an idea to experiencing and knowing it as truth. And I got to tell you, man, that's a powerful way to live, because it takes the guesswork out, right? So the trick then is to continually find ways to cultivate our faith, continually find ways to connect, right? Connect with each other, connect with nature, connect with our creativity, connect with the things that bring us joy, and attune us to ways of harmony. And of course, meditation is very helpful in that way. So why don't we do that? And what we're going to do then is I'm going to actually use our Lighting the Flames of Faith service to bring us into this calm, meditative receptivity, and then we'll just move into the meditation from there, since I kind of screwed up the opening. All right. So, let's all take a deep, conscious breath together and release. And if this is your first time watching the channel, just find a way to sit comfortably, but in an alert way, with a straight spine, free of tension. I'm sitting here on my cushion because I like this feeling of being anchored, but however that works for you. So you start out with a good seat, and then we're just simply going to bring our attention to the movement of the breath in the nostril. And as our thought wanders off, we just, thinking, and then bring it back. You might even take a deep breath to break a thought thread. Okay, so pretty simple stuff, but it's doing it, right? All right, so here we go. Taking a deep breath one more time, and releasing as we come together for our call to service, which we call Lighting the Flames of Faith. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. And fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here this evening. So the first candle we light is for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. The second candle we light for all shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. The sixth candle we light for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. The eighth candle we light for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. The ninth candle we light for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. The 10th candle we light for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space we hold for them here within our sanctuary, within our online community, and of course, within our own hearts. And to my left, we have the healing candle. I welcome you to put silently or speak aloud, if you like, into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender. I trust in God.
So we take a deep conscious breath now and release as we prepare now to move into this meditation time, bringing our attention, our focus to the movement of the breath in the nostril. And in doing so, we see the mind begins to still. Keeping our focus and attention on the movement of the breath in the nostril. We bring our attention now to the exhale. exhale, see if you can detect the movement of the breath on your upper lip. As Renzen prepares to pull up the Oming Bros, take a deep conscious breath and exhale as we move into the silence now for about 20 minutes or so. attention gently back into the room, staying with the breath. And we see in our heart center the flame of the divine. And with each in-breath, we are allowing this light of the living presence to grow in strength and radiance, staying with the breath. Our heart center is aglow with the light of Spirit, with the light of love itself, an unconditional light, an unconditional love. It simply is. This light is expanding. We imagine ourselves now holding this ball of light. Within this light, it is love itself, activated. So we take this light now and allow it to mingle with the Kundalini energy at the root of our seat, at our sit bones, that we are allowing this healing energy to align and attune this chakra area, if you will. That the energy within these two centers there's a circulation of attunement, of vibration that's happening, that we are moving this energy now up the spine to the belly button area. That we're just imagining all of our organs attuning with this healing energy, which is really love itself. So maybe just feel love in this area. And in this love, feel a sense of attuning and of healing. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Now let's move our hands to our knees. And feel the energetic in our knees. An attuning, healing modality even now, that this energy is love itself. That there is a pattern of perfection within it that is restoring this area of our body. So we're just allowing this light and love to configure, to replenish, to restore this area of the body. We bring our hands to our solar plexus. That we feel a sense of energy and love in this place. That we know that this light of love is permeating and attuning and resonating with the divine energetic within this area. That the pattern of perfection of radiant good health is making itself known now. We breathe into that. Feel the energy in our hands, and we move our hands to our elbows and feel the energetic within that. Just allowing ourselves to feel love in our elbow, the healing light of love in our elbows, restoring all the various connective tissues, every cell, every atom, every muscle, every sinew, every bone. We're feeling the complete restoration and perfect function in this area. And we move our hands up to our shoulders and allow this same energetic to feel a sense of restoration in the shoulder. A circulation from the hand to the shoulder. A shift in the energetic that every molecule, every cell, every muscle, every sinew. The bursa is feeling a sense of energy and restoration of full function. That we move our hands now to our heart. And we just love our heart. Feel a sense of gratitude for its function. Knowing here too that every cell is resonating and repeating the divine impulse of life, our life. That we are allowing our heart center to expand, to encompass our entire torso, and that we are feeling a sense of love here also. That we are feeling an attunement with this pattern of perfection. Feeling this energetic again in our hands. We move our hands to our throat. And feeling a healing energetic in the throat, around the neck, in the ears. Knowing that the indwelling spirit, which is love in expression, is aligning and restoring every atom, every molecule, every cell, every muscle. The spine itself is aligning with this pattern of perfection, this divine energetic of healing energy that we move to the crown of our head, gently touching, feeling the free flow of energy from the hands to the crown, through the spine, to the root, to the legs, to the heart, into the lungs. Knowing that this energetic is the divine impulse of love itself. And so now, having completely loved up in every cell and every molecule, every atom of our body, that we are now sharing this love from the completely restored body and psyche of ourself. That we are knowing this attunement for anyone with whom we may be in conflict with. We are making ourselves right with our brother, right with our sister. And feeling that energetic of love and connection, extending this out now, allowing it to commingle. This light and love is not only energizing this room, but extending beyond. Connecting on this energetic plane with others in this meditation tonight. That we are knowing peace, harmony, truth, beauty, light, power, love. Folding our hands over our heart, taking a deep breath, and release. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. May all beings know peace. Taking a deep breath. Release. May all beings know peace. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. One more breath. Release. May all beings be free. May all beings know peace. May all beings be happy. Take a deep breath. Release, maybe with a little bow. Thank you, Spirit. So it is. So that was a little different than our routine. It's just, I just know there's some folks in our community that needed a little tune-up. And in the studies that I've been doing between Marianne Williamson with the Course in Miracles and Ernest Holmes and this thing called You, that love is the healing agency. So now we're all loved up, meaning we're all healed up. So I hope you got something out of our meditation tonight. I know I'm feeling better. So we're here on Wednesdays, but also at 10:30 on Sundays. This Sunday, we have in-person services. Our 9 o'clock is in person, and the 10:30 service is live streamed. We do have child care available at the 10:30, and this week we have a choir for Mother's Day. So if you're ready to come back and you'd like to experience our shall we say, our reformatted post-COVID choir with Scott Fishburne helping us out as our choir director, and Teresa James will be our musical guest this week. And, of course, I'll be on deck with some lovely presiders. Actually, Beverly Scott will be up at the 9 o'clock service. So those of you who've witnessed her, experienced her on Wednesday night, you can support her at 9 o'clock on Sunday right here. All right, so let's give Renzen some love in the chat there. I know he checks it out when he goes home, so say something nice to him. And I will see you on Sunday. Until then, peace and blessings. Know that you're loved.